I want you to stop what you're doing. No, I don't mean stop watching this video. We want you to watch the whole series. But in a world where everyone's trying to do 4 things at once, it can come as almost a shock when someone asks us to stop what we're doing for a moment. The fact is, once a week, hundreds of thousands of people around the world do exactly that. They stop what they're doing. They stop going to work. They stop going to school. They stop playing sports. They stop working on projects around the house. They stop watching their usual television shows, and they stop many of the routine activities of daily life. For 24 hours, they stop doing the things that fill their lives the rest of the week. And they do this every week like clockwork, regardless of the challenges it may produce. Why? What's so important about this one day that these people are willing to risk personal loss in order to make this day different? How can a single day matter that much? Well, there's a story behind that, and as you've probably guessed, it's told in the pages of the Bible. In those sacred pages, we learn about a special time, 3,500 years ago, when a group of recently freed slaves trembled in front of a mountain in the desert as a great being who identified himself as God told them how to live in a way that would bring amazing blessings upon them and their families. This way of life was built upon 10 fundamental principles. We refer to them as commandments that would do more than make their lives better. It would make them better people as well. Near the middle of those commands was an amazing offer. Slaves who all their lives had known nothing but cruel oppression and ceaseless labor were told that their God was offering them rest. His simple instructions were, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work. In the next few words, he reminded them of the time long before when he had created all living things, which was also the time he created this special day of rest. And he concluded by assuring them, the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. So, there's an important part of the answer. The people who keep the 7th-day Sabbath do it because God said to stop doing the things you do every other day. We could stop there if we wanted to. God said to do it, so we do it. But there's more to the story if we're willing to dig deeper. God created, blessed, and made the Sabbath holy for a reason. And that reason doesn't have an expiration date. The passage of more than 3,000 years hasn't made the Sabbath any less important. It matters as much today as it did for those freed slaves leaving their shackles behind. It matters as much today as it did 2,000 years ago when Jesus celebrated the Sabbath and taught his disciples the right way to observe it. If anything, in a world where most of us spend way too much time rushing from one activity to another, one responsibility to another, one challenge to another, it may well be that this day matters more today than it ever has before. In this Discover series, we're going to take a closer look at the Sabbath day and see if we can uncover why this day is so important to God and why it should be so important to us as well. Along the way, we're going to learn what the Sabbath really is, why the day we keep it matters, what Jesus taught about the Sabbath, what the first Christians believed about the Sabbath, why so many churches keep Sunday today, and how to keep the Sabbath in today's hectic world. In the next video, we'll start by exploring just what the Sabbath is, how it started, who it belongs to, and what it's really for. We hope you'll stop whatever you've been doing and join us.